Hello, welcome to five questions with five notable women in South Florida's construction industry. This is a five-part series honoring Women in Construction Week 2021. My name is Deborah Hampton. I'm the Risk and Safety Director for Current Builders and the Second Vice President of the South Florida Chapter of the Associated General Contractors of America. I will be the president of the South Florida AGC in 2024 through 2025. The goal of Women in Construction Week is to highlight women as a viable component in the construction industry. But more importantly, I hope this encourages women to join this exciting industry. Today, we are honored to have one of those women amongst us. When we first started talking about this series, immediately Jorgetzy Garaban came to mind. Jorgetzy is part of the safety team at Current Builders, and she has a very interesting and very brave story to tell. Welcome, Jorgetzy.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank you for having me for this highlight for women in construction.
Well, let me tell the audience a little bit about your background, and then we'll talk a little bit about how you ended up where you're at today. Jorgetzy was a successful attorney in Venezuela with two children and working for the government as a public defender until 2016 when she gave everything up to come to the United States, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
It's an interesting history.
Yes, I take the risk to came to United States because the political situation in my country was really hard, and the government started to make pressure of the workers to do whatever they want. And I realized that I has to give you a safe environment for my kids. And move to United States was the opportunity to raise them in a freedom environment. That is the reason why I came to United States.
Very brave move, very brave. And I'm sure very inspiring for a lot of people. So you come to the United States in 2016, no job, with two children. How did you end up in construction?
That is a funny history because I was in a conversation with a couple friends, and they told me how much they make per hour in the construction site. And I told them I want to make the same money. And they told me, but you're a woman. And I said, what is the difference? I am woman, but for that money, I'm available to work harder like you guys.
That's cute. And you took them by surprise.
Yes.
So just out of curiosity, so you go and you apply for a construction job. What was the first job that you were able to achieve?
My first position in construction sites was labor.
A laborer. Wow.
Labor working in the tool rooms. That was my first position. And the superintendent in that project gave me the opportunity to learn about drawings, about plans, drawings, and I started for them to learn about the administrative process behind to the constructions. And then I jumped in safety.
So then you segued into the safety profession.
Yes.
Okay. And did you find that challenging to move from being a laborer and then moving up into like a foreman superintendent role, superintendent to safety? Quite a few positions.
Yes, but the people doesn't realize the construction have rules, they have regulation that people has to follow, and that was a part of my older life. And I think that was a really good combination between my passion for construction and the the work that I already did for years in Venezuela. And it was easy for me to learn about the regulations, about the standards, the in the construction industry. And some points, uh, career builders give me the opportunity to join the safety team. and I'm still growing up with the company, and I feel really, really supported by core builders, um, leadership. I feel with this company, they already support women in construction.
That's great. Um, but it's still amazing that all the challenges that you've overcome today. And I'm sure that you have some unique stories about some challenges, especially as a woman coming into construction and starting from a labor and moving up through the ranks. Do you think you had additional challenges as a woman versus a man?
Mm, okay, in my personal opinion, I can make complaints because I have a lot of people to help me. I have a lot of people to teach me, and but I know sometimes men think the women are not available to work in the construction, but I'm sure, and everybody have histories about the women's successful working in construction and different role, not only in an administrative process, upside and the job site, in the trades, working hard as a man. I think that we don't have to make difference between a woman's and men's. Everybody can take the opportunity to work, and we can bring really, really good ideas, fresh ideas for successful projects and constructions.
And you've come from a very different perspective too, with your legal background as well. So
Yes.
yes, of course, you're going to introduce a lot of different ideas and concepts with
Mm.
that. That is fantastic and so inspirational. So in a few short years, since 2016, you came to this country, you were able to secure employment as a laborer, foreman, superintendent, safety, and now you work for one of the largest builders in all of South Florida, with current builders on their safety team. So you've moved up very quickly. So I'm just curious, I have to ask you one final question. Where do you see yourself ending up? What's your end game? What's your goal?
Oh wow, that is a really good question, but I think maybe running my own company. Yeah.
That is inspirational. And I'm sure for the women out there that they're going to believe that Jorgetzy Garaban can do that.
Thank you.
Jorgetzy, thank you for joining us today.
No, thank you.
It's been a pleasure.